Happy to be here. I'm here to talk to you today about loyalty and rewards industry. So this industry, it's a very large industry. I mean, in the U.S. alone, there's about $78 billion worth of points and reward points and currency that's distributed every year. And in that, just the U.S., we estimate that worldwide, that's somewhere around 300 billion plus. So in the U.S. alone, there's 3.3 billion registrations in loyalty and reward programs. Now, for a country that's only, 325 million, that's a lot of registrations. So that means that the average rewards consumer has about 29 programs that they're registered in. It's a lot of programs to keep track of. It's a lot of points to try to keep track of. And quite frankly, most of it goes unused because this fragmented industry with all these points that are floating around out there, I can't keep track of what programs I'm registered in. I can't keep track of how many points I have. The liability, what's happening with these companies is they're creating huge liabilities that sits on their books. Delta Airlines carries $3.2 billion worth of liability on their books. It's 10% of their overall corporate liability. So one of the common things that I talk to these companies about is how do they reduce that liability? So they're always looking at breakage. Breakage was one of the common themes in the industry. How do we create more breakage? Well, we create expirations, we create blackout periods, we create restrictions. I don't think anyone really can tell me today with your airline points, can you get a flight tomorrow? Can you get the flight that you want? How much is that flight going to cost you? I remember, a few years back, it was real simple. I earned 25,000 miles. I got a flight anywhere in the U.S. Easy. Now, if I can get that flight, now I got to pay a bunch of fees on top of that. So this all creates breakage. It's all about reducing the liability. So who am I? I'm Todd Rowan. I've been in this industry about 20 years. I have a company that I've built over the last 15 years that I've serviced the banks, the airlines, the hotels, built programs for Bank of America like Added Up, Amex Shopping, Advantage e-shopping for American Airlines, a whole variety of programs in the industry, both on the earn and redemption side of things. So what are we doing today? Well, today we are launching a new program under rewards.com, and our goal is to put cryptocurrency in the hands of the world. So Rewards is bringing a worldwide global marketplace with utilizing cryptocurrency as the rewards token instead of a point that allows you to earn that cryptocurrency, which has true value to it, stays within the system. As you come back in and redeem it, well, now instead of a liability I'm taking back in, now I'm trying to bring back in that currency. So think about it for a second. If I send out a point and that point has no value to it, that point goes out into the universe. When it comes back to me, I'm taking back in that point. It's just vanishing. I have to give you a product or a service, something in exchange for it. So I have no incentive really to try to bring that back. My incentive is to keep that out and try to get you to burn it off on something that's useless or expired or things like this. This reduces my liability on my books. If that point now comes back to me and it has real value to it, then my incentive as a marketer is actually flipped around. I'm looking at how I can bring that currency back in so that I can give you those services because now that's funded for me. I'm bringing back in an asset that I can turn around and give to the next consumer, an asset that I could sell or liquidate on the market. So why is Rewards able to do this? Rewards.com, because of my history in the industry and what we've been developing over the years, we have over 7,000 merchant relationships. We have all the underlying technology that we've built over the last 15 years, and we're taking that technology and transforming it into the blockchain. So why the blockchain? Well, so for a lot of the reasons that I just talked about. It's reducing liability. It's trying to put real value back into the currency that circulates out there. It's reducing management costs. It's creating new marketing elements. It's creating new incentives for the programs that are utilizing this cryptocurrency and the blockchain to execute their rewards program. So for us, our project works out here in two phases. The first phase is really building the ecosystem around rewards.com. It's a rewards global marketplace that'll give us a large consumer base, a consumer base that we already have a substantial amount of consumers in, but it creates this ecosystem of consumers earning the rewards currencies. And in the second phase of this, we'll be creating our own protocol. That protocol will allow programs to be able to white label into the rewards currency protocol and be able to distribute their points and decide how that gets moved across the whole coalition of people that are participating in the rewards ecosystem. So the tokenomics of this, our merchants basically fund us to drive traffic and allow them to, sorry, my mouth's getting dry. Anyways, our merchants fund us to drive traffic to their sites, their in-stores, to make purchases. So that funding we turn back around into the cryptocurrency. So for every 100,000 shoppers that we put through, we have to buy about $5 million of our own currency back from the market. So as we put these tokens out in the market and we create this market ecosystem out there, our shoppers, as they engage the program, the more shoppers that engage, the more currency we have to buy from our market, and so on and so forth. So as that comes back around, that token is funded for us. We can either reallocate that token back to a new consumer that's just earned, or we can liquidate it on the market to pay the underlying vendors. So rewards platform, like I said, was developed over the last 15 years. And again, this has supported some of the largest programs in the world. Programs, again, like Added Up for Bank of America. Tens of millions of customers that utilize that platform. Tens of thousands of hits, per day. Same thing with Advantage eShopping for American, Amex Shopping, and so on and so forth. So this underlying technology is what's underlying empowering the core rewards platform as we transition it from just a token-based economy on into a full blockchain economy. Initially, we'll start as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network, and then we'll convert over the next 18 months or so into our own protocol and blockchain. So that protocol will support the account management, the consumer data. I talked about there's the 29 programs that you're registered in. Well, as you register in those programs, what do I do with that as a marketer? One, that's an asset for me. I'm selling that out there. You're getting no value of it. I'm distributing it out, creating more spam for you. What we want to do is give consumers back control of their information. As consumers get control of their information, it also makes me rethink the way I approach you as a marketer. So Rewards Global Marketplace for us is the Genesis program that starts this. The global marketplace, like I said, we can develop a very large consumer base just under rewards.com, but our partners that are out there, American Airlines or Marriott or Intercontinental Hotels, they're extremely risk adverse. They're not going to participate in a program unless they really see the ROI, they see how things demonstrated, and they have a need to get into this. So you have to have a Genesis program to be able to create this marketplace for them and to be able to create a protocol that supports them and will allow them to tether to this protocol. Not all of them some of them will go out there and they'll create their own protocols. Most of them won't. And especially as you start getting down to the mid-size, merchants and retailers and on down to the small ones. So our token distribution here, there's 40% we don't have it in the slide. We're right in the middle of changing our marketing materials, so this is just kind of a quick deck that was put together. But we're minting 1 billion tokens. 40% of those will be sold here during the course of our pre-sale and private sale. What we'll be doing with the balance of that 40% that may or may not sell through this period is with the launch of each country, there'll be an opportunity for consumers to come in and purchase their points, just like you'd go buy your American Airlines points or Advantage points or another points program. So we'll be launching the U.S. here about the 1st of June, followed by the EU, Australia, and then Canada. And then we're working on some of the Asian markets and some of our partnerships currently in the Asian markets. See what we have next. I'm not certain. So with Rewards.com, we're trying to take cryptocurrency mainstream. We're giving the consumers an easy way to understand the cryptocurrency market. If you think about it, within the rewards platform, I can be your grandmother and come in and I can earn this currency. I can go back out and I can redeem it just as I would with any other point program. So with our merchant partners, as you bring your currency in, you're able to go out to Macy's and buy your next pair of shoes, spend $100, you'll earn $5 in the rewards currencies. Then you can take that out to Chili's or your favorite restaurant and redeem it there. So Rewards.com, we've just started our private sale about 3 weeks ago. Have had a very strong interest in it. We've raised about $5 million so far. And this private sale will continue on for a short period of time. And then we'll be doing a pre-sale here in April. And then after that, it is only going to be available on the platform when the platform launches, which I said starts about June, and it'll be a small discount over whatever the current market price is. Thank you.
Thank you very much.